What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Um, if y'all saw my last video, I'ma just assume y'all seen the last video. So I'ma just keep talking about what I was talking on the last one. I think that's what we're gonna do at this point. So the same thing is, I was scrolling, I couldn't find nothing. So, or not, I couldn't find nothing, but I found this. This found me. So why not?
Somewhere along the way, we
What?
collectively lost a bit of spark.
Not
And if
me.
you're
I'm
honest with yourself, you
colorful.
probably feel it too.
N-
Every new year rolls around, and we always hear
nah,
the same thing.
nah. Relax.
Next
Nah.
year will be my year for real. Except it wasn't. Not in 2023,
Damn.
not in 2024, and it won't be in 2025 either. Unless you force it to be.
Yeah.
So spare me a bit of your time, and I'll force you to lock in for 2025. But just a quick
Alright, let's
disclaimer,
see it.
I'm not here to motivate you. Motivation is
It's a
sugar rush,
reminder.
and I'm
Yeah.
obviously not selling candy. I'm here to give you the tools, perspective, and kick in the teeth you need to make this your actual year. Like, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to
Okay,
be too
straight
hard on you.
facts.
I know you've been trying. Or at least
Let's
you
see.
think you have. Maybe
Nah,
you started a
you've been
bulking
trying.
plan, but quit after 2 weeks because life got busy. Or you set goals, but they were vague enough to be ignored, like, I want to be better. Better at what? Breathing? You've been doing that since birth.
Yo.
See, trying isn't enough if you're
That's good.
half-assing it. You're not
Yeah.
failing because life is unfair, even though, yeah, it is. You're failing because you're waiting for life to miraculously align itself around your vibes. But it won't.
Yeah.
You're the one who's got to align themselves with their goals. And
Yup.
to align yourself, you'll need to start where it matters most. Your time. You're
Yup.
probably used to saying, I don't have
Energy.
time. That's funny because you had time to scroll TikTok for 3 hours yesterday.
Yup.
You had time to rewatch the same show for the 4th time because it's absolute cinema. You had time to stare
Yo.
at the ceiling
I don't-
thinking about how you have no time. Did you
I don't
see
do
it?
those two.
You have time. You're just bad at using it.
But
If we
I
do the
get
math,
that. That's
you have
facts.
24 hours in
I
a
don't
day.
do that though.
Let's say you sleep for 8 hours, if you're lucky, work or
Mhm.
college for
I've
up to
done
8
this
as well,
already.
and spend 2 hours eating
I've
and
done
existing.
this. I've done this.
That leaves 6 hours. Now ask yourself,
Yeah.
what am I doing with them? If you can't answer that without stuttering, you found your problem. Look, we live in an era where you can learn
Mhm.
literally anything for free or close to it. Feel like starting a business? There are tutorials, templates, and even AI tools that'll practically walk you through the process.
AI now.
Getting fit or shredded?
Crazy.
There are apps, YouTube channels, and communities that'll keep you accountable. Learning a new skill, platforms like Coursera, Skillshare, or even TikTok, if you're following the right creators, have you
Yep.
covered. So why are you using your phone to scroll aimlessly instead of using it to level up or clicking that subscribe button below this video?
Hey,
Technology isn't
good
the enemy
plug
here.
in.
You are.
That
Your
was
phone
cold.
is a tool, but if you treat it like a
Mind
toy,
you mad at
it'll
it.
treat you like a joke.
Wait,
But
what?
even then, tools are just tools. They're still pretty useless without a plan.
I'm
Which
so
brings
sorry.
us to my next point, systems. Saying, I want to save money is cute, but what's your plan? Are you tracking
Mhm.
expenses, automating savings, or are you just hoping your bank account will surprise you like a physics exam on Monday? The same goes
Wow.
for fitness, learning,
Yeah, plan
relationships,
for your goals.
everything.
Makes
Goals
sense.
are basically useless without systems. Systems are what make you show up on the days you don't feel like it. They're the boring routines that actually get results. They're the meal
Mhm.
preps, the study schedules, the workout plans. They're what separate the people who achieve from the people who talk about achieving. And while we're at it, let's quickly address the ugly grind and why you should embrace it. Most of what will make you successful is not exciting. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's waking
Yep.
up early to work out when you'd rather sleep. It's saying no
That
to plans so
sucks.
you can study. It's putting in effort when no one's clapping for you. The grind isn't supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel necessary. And the sooner
Miserable.
you stop expecting every step to be fun, the sooner you'll start seeing results.
Bro, I'm
Of
thirsty.
course, the grind doesn't have to be the good old-fashioned way. Times change.
I'm
You need
thirsty.
to be aware and recognize the massive potential and opportunities sitting right in front of you. But you know what else is massive? We are now living in the most resource-rich era of all time. There's no excuse for being ignorant or stagnant. You want to make more
Mhm.
money? Lots of money-making opportunities are everywhere. You want to learn coding, public speaking, singing, dancing, drawing, editing, animating, writing, talking to girls, touching grass? Free
Talking.
tutorials exist. You want to get better
Yeah.
at anything? Google it. Even if it's not always accurate, you'll still learn something. Do you see it now? You're
Nah,
not
hold on.
struggling. Even If
What?
it's not always accurate, you'll
Wait. Part 1 of 3. Starting a conversation. Dog, yo. Oh, is this how to? It's how to wiki.
still learn something. Do you see it now?
Yo.
You're not struggling because there's a
That's
lack
funny.
of opportunities. You're struggling because you're not grabbing them. And no, scrolling through success content isn't the same.
Bro,
as
I
actually-
forget what was. I remember going to How To Wiki for something like years ago. It had to do something with your arm. I don't know if it was like, not. I think maybe dislocated, something like that. I don't know, but it was like I went to How To Wiki. I think it's the only time I ever went to How To Wiki, and I felt like that shit did not work. Maybe it was CPR. I forget what I googled, but like that was just a throwback. Like that's crazy. Is that even up? Should we check if How To Wiki is still up? How To Wiki, right? Wiki how. This is it. Okay, it's still there. I guess that's how Wiki how to do anything. Dribble. How to dribble. Wow, updated 3 weeks ago. How to dribble like wow. Yo. Oh. Yo, I just keep getting expert co-op. Hey, yo.
action. You might be watching this video and listening to my advice, but are you actually putting in the work? Stop being a boring, passive consumer of inspiration and start being an active participant in your own life.
Yeah, y'all
That
do
being
this
said,
too.
there's
Let's
still
all
one
do this.
problem. You see, people avoid taking real action because of this one particular idea of balance. You've been sold this idea that you can balance everything perfectly. Work, life, growth, rest. Actually, it's not
No.
that easy.
You
and
gotta.
it's kind of
Some
overrated
things come
too.
with sacrifices.
If you want something badly enough, you have to let other things slide, collapse, descend, plummet.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean burning out, but it does mean prioritizing like your life depends on it. Because it kind of does. You're not going to achieve your goals by squeezing them into the cracks of your schedule. They need to be front and center, not
Yep.
an afterthought. And in order to be
Hey,
able
y'all
to do
listen
that,
to
you need
this.
to answer one big question.
Y'all
Am I
listen to
really
this.
trying? Because it's easy to say you're trying, but are you, really? Or are you just dabbling? There's a difference between effort and consistent effort. One gets you short-term results, if that, and the other transforms your life. Be honest with yourself. If you're not where you want to be,
Yo,
is it
he's
because the
spitting.
world is against you? Or is it because you are not fully in that mentality?
Yeah,
Are
don't pick. I'm not gonna go back. Don't pick that top one though. Don't be like that. Nah, for real.
You because you're the lamest? Or are you the lamest because you're you? You can't half commit and then expect full results. I'm not saying this is
That was
something
like a-
perfect because I'm not.
A
But
riddle.
I can confidently
I don't
say
know.
I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been. And a big part of that is because I stopped waiting for life to hand me success and started forcing it. Anyways, my point is, if I could do that, what's the reason you can't? I mean, I'm pretty sure you and I are not so different.
There's no
Look,
reason
this
why
is
you
just a
can't.
wake-up
That's the
call,
answer.
a reminder. I'm not going to end this by saying something cheesy like, you've got this. You might not have this. That's up to you. But what I can say is that if you decide to lock in, like
Yo.
really lock in, 2025 can be the
There's a
year you
chance.
stop saying, next year will be my year for real, and start saying,
Yeah.
this year is mine. The
Nah.
world isn't going to fix itself for you. It's gray.
Nah, like, you know what's crazy? Like, there are people that do that. Like, think about that. Like, maybe it's you, man. You know? Like, you went years, 10 years, 20 years saying that. And, like, you know? Damn, hold on. That got kind of...
And colorless, and that sucks. But you,
It does suck.
you're smart, you're strong, you're adaptable,
You're
and most
gorgeous.
of all, you're a cutie pie.
Oh,
You can fix yourself. And maybe, are you in? Or are we having the same conversation next year? I mean, you tell me.
I'll see you next year, big dog.